doing a Shrimp Creole. We're going to be doing a camp stove Shrimp Creole. So I'm going to show you what all I got here. So this is what we have, our ingredients. We have some white wine, olive oil, diced tomatoes, petite diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, 2 cans of each, chicken broth, salt and pepper. We have some thyme and some bay leaves. I also have 2 bags of small shrimp that are already peeled and deveined, tail off. And I diced all of this up at home to make it easier. That has some green bell pepper in it, celery, onions, and garlic. And then also we have rice that we pre-made at home, a bowl of rice. So we're going to show you how to make a pretty simple, easy Shrimp Creole. Oh, we'll have one more ingredient that we don't have up here, and that is a Cajun seasoning. We also have that as well. Alright, so we're going to show you how to cook this. Alright, so I got a burner lid. I'm just going to have it on low heat. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit, not too much. So I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil here. I'm only going to put about half of this in here because I'm suspecting that half of the onion, bell pepper, and garlic and celery mixture, because I'm suspecting that I'm not going to have enough room for all of this. So I'm going to cook this 2 times. I still have quite a bit left here, as you can see. So we're going to saute that olive oil. I'm going to put some salt and pepper there. A little bit of salt here. Salt shaker. It's so humid that the salt shaker's clogging up. That should be enough salt. And some pepper. A good bit of pepper. Alright, and we'll just saute this for a few minutes until it gets nice and tender and cooked. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white wine in here. With this, not too much, just a little bit. I didn't follow the recipe that I found exactly. It didn't call for olive oil, it called for butter. So I'm just altering it a little bit. I'd rather use olive oil. So I'm going to keep sauteing this. I want this to reduce down a little bit, especially the liquid. So I'm only going to do half a recipe. I'm only going to do 1 can of tomatoes, 1 can of sauce. I'm going to put some chicken broth in. I'm not even going to measure it, but it calls for, I want to say like half a cup. So I can roughly figure out how much a half a cup is. I didn't bring a measuring cup. It's okay. This is the perfect place to have Shrimp Creole, right here on the South Carolina low country, intracoastal waterway, salt marsh, perfect place to cook Shrimp Creole, the shrimp capital of the Southeast. Although this is not Louisiana, but it's close as you can get to Louisiana. So once this starts getting a little less vibrant looking color-wise, it should be good. Alright, so I'll bring it back when we continue to the next step. Okay, so everything looks like it's fully cooked now. It's starting to cook down the liquid. I'm going to pour a little bit of this white wine, just a little bit, not much. Maybe a quarter of a cup. Just a tiny bit, and I'm going to reduce this. So I'm going to reduce this down. And by the way, I'm not a chef. Hopefully this turns out okay. I think it will. I think I need a little more salt and pepper in it though. But we'll taste it once we get it going. So we're going to cook this down, we're going to reduce it, and then we'll start putting in our tomatoes or tomato sauce. Okay, so this is reducing down good. I got a lot of talking in the background, so please excuse that. But this is reducing down good. The wine is already reduced down. I'm going to put in my chicken broth. I'm going to put in maybe half a cup. Should be good. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, so now I'm going to put a little more salt and pepper because I don't feel like I put enough salt and pepper. Oh, I accidentally cut off my burner. Okay, so we got our chicken broth in. Put in about a half a cup roughly. Quarter to a half a cup. No exact science on this. Hopefully this is going to taste okay, but I'm going to put more salt and pepper in here because I just don't feel like it's enough. I still have all my seasonings I'm going to put in. The salt shaker is so humid that it does not want to shake. Alright, so we're good there. That should be enough. I'm going to cook this just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in our diced tomatoes. And also our tomato sauce. And stir this up good, and I'm going to throw in our shrimp. And then put in our seasonings. I'm going to throw the shrimp in. I prefer to use fresh shrimp, but I happen to have these shrimp, so and we're just going to let this cook for a while. We want the shrimp to turn pink. It's going to take a while because they're frozen. So this will thicken some. It already looks really good, consistency-wise. And my rice is already made, so... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting in some of my other ingredients, such as my Cajun seasoning. I'm just going to sprinkle in a generous amount. The recipe that I did use actually called for Tabasco, but this stuff is spicy and I didn't want to put any more. I think that's enough. We'll taste it and see. And then we're just going to put in, if I recall correctly, thyme. It was called for, I think, like a quarter teaspoon. I'm not going to put a lot. And then we'll stir this good. And then I'm going to put in some bay leaves. A few of those, just to give it that extra flavor. This is looking good. Just got to get hot again because it's no longer hot. So let me put a few bay leaves in here. Some big ones in there. Can't remember what it's called for. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm going to put 4 in it. Get them submerged down in there. Might even put a little more than that. So this has got a ways to go. We're going to get it going on like a slow boil, like a little bit of a normal. I'm going to throw one more bay leaf in there. I just don't feel like 4 is enough. Find one, and here it's big. There we go. Perfect. I'll taste it and see if it's enough. Alright, so we got a ways to go. The shrimp is just now thawed, but it's got a ways to go to cook. So we'll just keep this on high heat until we get like a boil going. Then we'll cut the heat back. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking really good. It's starting to thicken a little bit. The shrimp are starting to turn a color. I want to cook it really well. I want to cook it down a little bit, reduce it. So I want to get all that flavor. I'm going to cut the heat here. Once I get it to a boil, I'm going to cut the heat. Probably could have put another pack of shrimp in it. But I plan to cook it down some, so anyway, so one thing that the recipe calls for is flour, and I just didn't do that. I'd rather not put flour in the recipe, but I'm just going to reduce it by cooking it. I'm going to cut the heat back and just let it simmer on a slow simmer. Okay, so it's reduced a good bit, but it's still a little bit runny, but it's okay because my rice that I brought is very dry, so it's going to soak up in the rice really good. I think I'm going to cut the heat on it and cover it and just let it stand for a little while so the flavors can kind of blend. So the final product, there you go, on rice. Looks delicious. I can't wait to try it. Yum, yum.